so you can see, okay? I don't do the document cam in this classroom, so this is what we'll do. Okay, we're going to draw the head of Meg so far, okay? Now, we're not just going to leave these drawings. We're going to write some information and some titles and some characterization around them. But I'm going to do my best to do it this way, okay? So first thing we're going to do is come about halfway down, just like this. And we're going to do one, you can watch me first, then attempt, one arch over the top like this. Just like that. If you'd like to. An arch. A head. No, it's not. That's worse. Turn it back on. Thank you. All right. Then we're going to go and connect the sides of the arches together. So watch me whenever I'm finished. Just like that. A U. Yeah. No, that's perfect. Then I draw a neck underneath it, just small. The neck. Mm-hmm. We're going to do 2 ears on the side. Just like that. I'll make mine darker. Hey, Evan, since you're over there, can you turn the light on? It doesn't really help. Thank you. On, sweetheart. Thank you. All right. The hair gets a little different because in the text, she's described as having unmanageable mouse brown hair that whenever they try to fix in braids, it works, but then one side's straight, one side's frizzy and curly. So her hair is a little wild and out there. So I'm going to draw not a scalp, kind of a part first. You draw the part like that, kind of like an antenna sticking out of the head, a little sideways. Stop showing each other and look up front. This is not perfection. That's not being graded for. It's fine. All right, one side we're going to do wavy. I'm going to do one and then show you. That's the back of the hair. And then since she's being described as having the other side not always curly, kind of straighter, I'm going to do the other side a little straight like that. I'll give you time to catch up. Get your little notebook out, Evan. Yeah. Then you start filling in the extra hairs. I'll show you after I do a few. Just like that. So start filling in the extra hairs and don't forget to fill in behind, like on the sides of the neck, okay? Take a few seconds.
Doesn't she have glasses?
Yes, we're getting there. And braces. She has a lot. That's important. It says that it's very thick. We'll get there. It's not at this point, but it's her description. In characterization, we look at what the character looks like as well as how the character acts and feels, right? She is our main or central character. She's important to the story completely. And partially, the story is told from her point of view or perspective. It's different, though, than most because they don't use quotations that often whenever she's thinking to herself or talking, which is rare. That's odd.
Maybe I just forgot to do it.
They did it. Everything's purposeful. She, like JC mentioned, wears big glasses. So I'm going to exaggerate them.
Like Harry Potter glasses.
Yeah, I'm exaggerating them because she views herself in an exaggerated type of way. Her mom yesterday mentions you need to learn about a happy medium. You're so extreme about everything. You don't do anything in moderation. So she views herself, like she mentioned yesterday, as being repulsive. She says, "Why can't I look like you, mother?" Beautiful, as Charles Wallace says.
And she must look terrible as a child.
Yes, and I love how she said, "You are right." So she's telling Meg, "You have hope. It's fine." She also has braces. Now, we'll do a very interpretive rendition. I'm going to do the mouth and then show you. Only because I want to show the braces. The teeth, remember this is a cartoon. Don't act like you can do better. Continue. Because we are going to do the braces, which will be a very, very interpretive interpretation. Yeah. Now her braces will go across. And I'm just drawing little boxes, and I will show you in a minute. I added cheeks and a nose too. So there we go. Yeah. That's okay. Actually, I wouldn't like her to because she's not happy at the moment. But that's okay. Good. Good. Okay. We're going to label these 3. We haven't done mother yet, but we will. So I'm going to kind of catch up with you on some of the characterizations. But notice we didn't write a ton, right? I told you we're not writing a lot of the information about them because we're doing it on the separate or opposite page. The brain is going to represent Charles Wallace. So around his brain, I'm going to write his name. If you want to wait to see what I do, you may. I'm doing it right there. Label your brain Charles Wallace. No. On this page, write it all the way out, but from now on in your event setting characterization, you may abbreviate his name with CW. Now, we know that Charles Wallace is how old? We already said that. 5. So if we've already mentioned it, we don't have to. I don't think we mentioned it, did we? We just said baby. All right. So next to around the brain, I'm going to put 5 years. Yes. No.
He said he was more, unlike other 5-year-olds.
Yep. Precisely. I would hope so. We're not done with Charles, though. Close your mouth and listen. Charles is 5. How would you describe his intellect? Raise your hand. Michaela. He acts and talks and does things as most grown-ups do. We'll say
Intelligent.
very intelligent or smart. Shh, don't talk about it. But what is the odd thing about him right now? Brennan. Okay, that's odd. Yes, for sure. But what specifically, just without meeting Mrs. What's It, do we know that's odd about him? Ruben.
He doesn't talk to other people.
Yes. Somewhere around him we put doesn't talk a lot. He only chooses specific people to discuss things with. JC?
He can pick his mother and his sister's friend.
Yes. In fact, it appears as though he knows what they're thinking and doing before they think or do it. So I'm going to find, I don't have a ton of room. You probably won't either, which is fine. I'm going to put under very intelligent knows mom/Meg. Now, could I elaborate? Sure. But I'm not going to. I don't need to right now. Question, Dalton? Yeah. The early rendition of that. Agreed. Trenton? Seems as though. Yes.
I think what Dalton said, young Sheldon, it's a mixture of young Sheldon.
Young Sheldon.
Young Sheldon mixed with Tilly.
Quite true. I would love that. Yes. Yeah. Last one before we do the boot, because we don't have a lot of time left. Yes. We don't know, but it is science fiction, and that is one common topic in science fiction. Good point. The boot. Dalton, who does that represent? Mrs. Whatsit. So let's do... not yet. Let's write her name outside the boot. We'll write her characteristics inside. So Mrs. Whatsit, if you need to look back in your book or on the last page, you can. Hold on. Mrs. Whatsit. What? Sure. Stop talking. All right. Give me... Hold on. A few characteristics. Bullet points, please. Waylon.
So far on this, I don't know about her name. Her name makes me sound kind of old.
In the story, it says she's extremely old. Write old inside of the boot. Extremely old. Yes, Michaela, give us a second one. Very odd. Dalton.
She lives in the woods in a cottage.
Yep, in a quote-unquote haunted house. I'm just going to write haunted house. You know where to go. You know what to do. You're fine. Right around it. That's fine. JC, what else?
She stole Mrs.
Buncombe Sheets. She's the tramp. Yes. We don't have to add it, but she is the tramp. Kobe. No, she did not. No, she did not. He ran to her, not the other way. Brennan? Oh. Yeah, she's got two friends. I put that next to the haunted house. Trenton? Figure it out. That's what my answer will be for this. No. Don't bring that into it. No. Yes. Oh, that is true, actually. I'm going to underline Mrs. He said she's married. Let me add one giant thing we're not talking about. Number one, she told Charles Wallace, tell Meg that she's okay or that I'm okay. As soon as Meg was thinking, I don't know about her. So she can read minds. I'll add that for sure. Something of that nature, it seems. She can read minds, and I love that the author did that. The author did or said, Meg thought, I don't know about her. And then as soon as she thought that, tell Charles Wallace, tell Meg that I'm okay. So she can obviously read minds. And she knows what a tesseract is. Yes.
Charles Wallace can read her sisters and her mother's mind.
Potentially. Mm-hmm. Yes. Kason, hurry. Michaela? What? Oh, hold on to your theories. Let's go to Meg. We don't have time to stop. Hold on. Meg, I'm going to write her name next to her. She's the largest one because she's our main character. Stop talking. Y'all, this is all recorded too, and I'm posting it. So all of the stop talkings and whatnot, it's on there. All right. We can explain her physically. We can explain her emotionally too. Brennan, give me one. Called her unattractive. Yeah, like a teacher, right? That's terrible. So she believes she's unattractive. Let's put, and some other people do too, right? I'm going to put it in quotes, unattractive. Because I wouldn't agree with that, but she said someone did say that of her. She overheard that. Dalton. Yes. Sure. And she honestly is. Just like the first chapter said, she is so frustrated with everything. Every single thing. She says that very beginning. She said it's everything, on top of everything. Her dad, school, home, everything is bothering her. Ruben. Yeah? They do infer that later. Go on. Okay. She's the oldest. Uh-huh. She doesn't. Write it down. Oldest. But this is an interesting fact we'll add because we talk about this later. She's in high school. Okay? So next to around there, right? High school. Sure. Because this will come into play. Hands down real fast. Yesterday it mentioned it, but I didn't talk to y'all about it. I talked to the other class. It said she's been dropped down to the lowest section of her grade. Back then, they used to quote unquote levelize your classes to where they would have like the top students in one class and they would be in an AP class, advanced placement. Then you'd have your middle kids all the way down to the students that had a harder time. And they would actually put them in different classes. They do not do that anymore. But that's what it means by that. So she is in the high school or in a high school class. I believe it will be 9th grade when we get there. But she's been dropped down to the lowest section. Yet we'll find out more information later that makes this interesting. Kason. Not really. You'll see later. Not really. Go on. Give me the other one.
So there's proof that she's actually intelligent. She talks to herself, which is scientifically proven.
True.
Shows that someone is intelligent.
That is true. And her father, before he left, told her he's done a series of IQ tests. And he said that Charles Wallace and Meg would never have to worry about what they were going to do when they grew up. They could do whatever they wanted. So we do need to write down very smart, just like Charles Wallace. And that could have something to do with why they connect better than her and the twins.
Yeah, because the twins,
they're fine getting by with regular stuff.
Yeah, and then her mom is a scientist.
Yeah. Okay. Trenton, you're on the right track. Take time for what? Her to grow up and to learn moderation? Yeah. Oh, okay. We can say, I get what you're saying now. She is stuck in an awkward phase. Let's just put that. I'm just going to put awkward. And she mentions, I hate being the oddball, which means she just hates being the one that's always different. Awkward. Brennan. AW. Okay. Yeah. Ooh, she's the only girl. And bigger than she goes. So right now let's summarize that by saying strong. Strong. Now, Dalton said depressed. We're going to add something more specific because she talks about her appearance a lot. She has very low self-esteem right now, okay? I'm going to write low self and it's esteem. Yeah. Repulsive, monstrous. She has very little to say about herself that's good. Kason? She is very protective of Charles Wallace. I'll add that once I'm done with y'all working on esteem. Yes? What? Sometimes. Michaela.
Okay. She's very shy.
Ish, yeah. In school, yeah.
And
Protective. Sorry, I'm adding that. She is shy in school, and that can have something to do with the fact that people mess with her a lot because she is so hostile, confrontational. Yes.
can I say more than you know about saying?
Sure.
Okay. Self-reliant.
Yeah, it does everything. Yeah. Cooks. Ruben. Is your hand still up, JC? Is your hand still up? It's okay. JC.
She gets most privileges because she gets to she asks.
Yeah. She has the attic bedroom, right? So it's a privilege. So she does have privileges. Ruben, you're right. Yes. Let's put she is bullied / bully because she's not really. She's taking up for things that she feels important, but she just doesn't know how to do it correctly. Like her mom's saying, you don't know moderation. You don't know when to let things go and when to let things, slot. You don't know how to relax. Dom.
So she misses her dad.
Oh, yeah.
She doesn't really happen.
Yeah.
And then
Shh.
the other thing is she's really smart, but she doesn't think herself smart.
Oh, yeah. We're going to put something about the dad. We're going to put angry about dad. No, she's angry about it. She's mad. We don't know any details or specifics yet. Shh. All right, hands down. I'm going to summarize this. You can add if you have something extra you want to. We have got a character